Hey folks, how's it going? The United fight is almost upon us, and after the Magna 3 and a little bit of extra grinding, it's time to finally start the preparations for it. As I did get a few extra toys this time around, but it's been toys I haven't had the pleasure to play around with just yet. Mainly the quintuple Magna 3 guns, as well as fully break Gazenboga. So let's start with the usual. Let's make a list of the characters who are likely to get a slot during the next United fight. The first slot in here is going to go to Song, minus 150, and having all 10 Eternals means that she gets an extra 10% charge bar at the battle start. So with a 1 long or Artemis, on the second summon, she can start a 3 chain. On top of the charge bar, there's a nice crit and keen on charge attack, which is going to affect the skill damage other characters might deal afterwards. Skills we don't currently care too much about, but these are mostly just going to come into effect for the later fights, especially when it comes to the Echo Flurry. Upon dodging, 2 hit like damage to all foes and delay. For the EX Plus, this might also be a thing, but the double hit nuke on dodge is going to be very RNG, so you can't really depend on it. Everything else should already be maxed. Awakening level 9, EMPs, she has a couple of points in defense. Double attack I think I might take out now. Now that she gets multi-attack rate with her passive, this might come off. As for everything else, everything from the Transcendence, support skill, more crit, ring, 12% CA cap, 6 dodge rate, it's honestly fine. I think some skill cap right now would work a little bit better. Same thing goes for the Ethereal Mastery. Stamina was fine when she didn't have Echo and Flurry. Now, this kind of has to be supplemented. I have 32 rings. We're going to get a nice round after. Now, second character who's going to cover a similar role is going to be Fifth, because Fifth 2 gets 10% extra boost to charge bar, but outside of the massive light damage to a foe, doesn't really have anything else when it comes to extra damage. I'm going to list her here, but pretty sure I'm not going to be using Fifth. So we move on to Albert. Activates Impulse Slash at the end of a turn, multi-attacks, boost to skill damage cap based on Thunderstruck level. He's pretty old, I think this doesn't have very high multiplier, but we might list it anyway. Then we come to Fairy. She has Hinrichten, which gives a boost to trigger attack rate plus 50% echo and shorted for the entire team. Only problem is, she needs 100% bar to do this. If you don't have the Eternals but you do have Fairy, maybe you can do something fun with just charge attacking on MC and Fairy with 1 long, and then using characters who have their charge attacks locked so they do normal attacks, and keep down to a 2 chain or 3 chain max. 16 out of 18 EMPs, that's attack, CA damage, the ATA. Ring looks fine, crit rate on the E-ring, she doesn't have any, I think that's fine. Might as well leave her like this. Then we move to the likely MVP of the next United fight, Lucio. The 5-star he got is absolutely insane, and the amount of damage he's been dealing is honestly quite surprising. Nothing really special on charge attack unless Wings of Justice are at 6, he does need a little bit of time to charge up. But once he does, yeah, damage is going to skyrocket. He's mostly going to be great for longer fights, 4 turns and onwards. Let's see here, Awakening level 8 should go up, but I need to farm a little bit to get it to go up. For hard content, I've put some defense on him, but otherwise, skill cap, support skill, light attack, that's fine. One thing I really wanted was the skill cap on the ring and some supplemental damage on the E-ring. 6 is a little bit low, but we'll have to wait and see. 4th skill here doesn't really matter. Some healing would have been nice, but I'm not going to reroll this. Next up, Vira. Nuke on charge attack with Blade of Light also dealing quite a bit of damage. On top of this, she comes with an AoE substitute, as well as guaranteed triple attack on top of the CA reactivation. She's going to be mostly useful for the more difficult fights, with the early stages only really coming in for the nuke on charge attack. Awakening up to level 9, defense, HP, skill damage, 1 turn cut on normal, 10% CA cap, that's fine, dodge rate plus 5, that's fine, double attack, this needs to be replaced. Then we've got Zoe, another character with a 5-star. Shield, dodge on charge attack. Upon dodging, light damage to a foe boosts to Zoe's charge bar. Maybe still useful for an OTK setup depending on how big the new con dodge is. Now, Robomi is a character that has been used for OTK for a while just because she has an unworldly light damage here. Awakening 1, no EMPs, no rings, no masteries, nothing. She might be useful for the unworldly modifier on her charge attack, but outside of that I don't think I'll be spending materials on her. Moving on, Boga. And he is actually 5-star with the 4th skill too. Pray for the star, bonus light damage to the caster, attack twice each turn while in effect, can only be used after the chariot upgrades. That is 3 turns uptime, 9 turns downtime. But he also has a quad strike. And quadruple attacks plus double strike means probably a lot of damage. On top of this, there's a 10k damage cap for light allies, damage they can take. And when they take damage, boost to that ally's damage cap, stackable. I don't remember when this popped up, but I'm sort of glad it did. Defense, HP, enmity. I don't think it's going to need these points here. 14% skill cap is fine, healing I guess it can stay. Plus 10 stamina has got to be rerolled. Again, likely damage supplemented. Now, Silva used to be a pretty common slot in the backline. Mostly just because there's a bonus light damage to a foe upon ascension. If you are very early in the game and you don't have access to all 10 Eternals for an easy 3-chain, or if you still need to do 4 chains in order to take the enemies down, if you're just using Relic Buster with the team-wide ignition, you can slot her in the backline for a little bit of an extra damage. Not much, if I remember correctly it's around an extra million, but still, it's going to help. Levin Sisters, she deals multi-attacks. If I remember correctly, that is a triple attack too, or at least an easy triple attack. Bonus light damage effect on triple attacks, that's nice. Upon normal attack, light damage to all foes and raises Thunderstruck level by 1. They might actually be useful for some zero-chain comps. Kumbi. Massive light damage to a foe restores Kumbhira's HP, Razorback Lances, activates Reckless Abandon. Crit and Keen, also a very nice buff on the first skill. Amplify normal attack damage, also pretty decent. Deal high damage for normal attacks, high max HP, boost to defense, counters upon taking damage. She might still be a decent buffer for normal attack based comps, especially the ones that also want to take in a little bit of skill damage thanks to her Keen. And again, maybe for the faster fights, just something that exploits the normal attack damage amplified, even though it's a little bit difficult to move away from Mugen and Nehan. Still, she's an option. Awakening level 9, EMPs 28 out of 28, everything defense, entire bottom line, double crits. CA cap, even though some skill cap would be a little bit better. Supplemented damage 5 is a little bit low, might want to reroll this. But getting decent amount of supplemented damage from the Ethereal Mastery is always a little bit difficult. Sarah. Tornitura activates when not debuffed, plus Hammer of Graphos, which brings 2-hit counter. Don't think she's going to see that much use, but then again, just to try her out, why not? Now, Jeanne d'Arc, the Grand version. She used to be a pretty decent buffer, especially since she has a Divine Sentence here, which is a 4-turn supplemented damage. Maybe she can still do something cool as well. Bonus light damage effect to light allies triple attacks. Next up we've got Gawain, activates Puncture and 20% dark damage cut to all allies. Jammed Echo attacks twice each turn. Alright, he used to be a pretty cool burst character. I always wanted to try him out, I think I might as well now. Deal triple attack while in effect, boosts to critical hit rate. Low charge bar gain, deal high damage for normal attacks. Bonus light damage effect. Light Enmity though. Light Enmity is a bit of a meta that never really took place. Awakening level 8. EMPs, there's crit, enmity, that's about it. He's got guaranteed triple attacks, I don't think I want the ATA. He will need ring and earring if I ever decide to play with him though. Moving on, Aglovale, another character who should be fine for the longer fights. Awakening level 9, defense, skill cap, that's fine, debuff, CA, crits, that's fine, skill cap on the ring is fine, Counter on damage on the earring though needs to be replaced. And then Nehan. We can just go on and list Nehan here. Boost to attack, echo, supplemented damage here, guaranteed triple attack with a boost to charge bar gain on the second one. Not to mention, all other light allies attack twice each turn. He's going to be here for burst, mostly. I think this is fine with stamina, some skill cap wouldn't be bad here. But still, that's fine, same thing goes for the light attack. Some supplemented wouldn't be all that bad, but he's not the one who needs it the most. YZahlhamelina, another character that was used right alongside Nehan before HMugen was released. Attack is boosted and crits regardless of element, on top of the extra damage cap and echo from here. Yeah, sadly Mugen kind of stole her slot, but if you didn't get HMugen, that's another option you can use. Okay, next up we have Shiva. Unworldly light damage to a foe. Alright, damage amplification, but this is like 20%. The seraphic weapons are better, and now that we have Ultima weapons, they are a lot better still, going from 20% to 23 to 25. Amplify normal attack damage, deal triple attacks, that's nice too. If we want to maybe try and use him for a 0 button 0 chain EX plus skill. Got crits, got CA, 17 out of 18, let's get this one just for shits and giggles. CA cap, defense, DA. DA on a character that deals triple attacks. Better? That's a lot better. Lunalu attacks 3 times each turn. This helped a lot in a Proving Grounds. During any turn a skill was used, triple attack, substitute and dodge. But again, she needs clicking, which is something we're going to try and avoid. Maybe for something like a Nightman 95 full auto? Attacking 3 times each turn despite its 0 turn cooldown, this is still used once per turn. And she gets an echo when used 2 skills, so you can do like copy plus triple strike on turn 1. But we'll see, because this is 30 from both. Next up we have Yucatan Armea, and I can already go up and list her. The second skill auto-activates when a foe uses a charge attack. That's 8 hits of light damage. Also, not to mention the free plane damage and extra charge bar for MC when she is a sub-ally too. But if you're going to use her for the United Fight, I think the most likely scenario is just going to be for OTK. And speaking of OTK, there's Prish right here that does something very similar. When a foe uses a special attack, auto-activates Azuran Fist. And I keep forgetting these. Awakening 8, EMPs, that's defense, light attack, CA, that's fine. CA cap, light attack. I might want to replace this one, put some more supplemented damage in here. Because again, 8 hits, they can benefit from it a lot. Same thing goes for Prish. Skill cap, that's fine. Skill damage, that's fine. But supplemented damage in here. Moving on, Storm. Summer Storm gains 2 beach side blades, which she consumes with cross swords to auto-activate when a foe uses special attack. Awakening level 8, some skill cap in here, extra crit would not hurt. 12% skill cap, and she will need an earring. Moving on, YNaru. Boost to all allies light attack, crit and damage cap, amplify normal attack damage, 5 turns, but this is likely just going to be used for 1 and 3rd turn comps. And on top of that, another 6 hit light damage upon taking damage. Yeah, that's a lot. That's really a lot. They went a bit out of their way with this unit. I'm honestly not a big fan of Mugen, but I can't deny that he's likely going to be used for almost everything. Awakening up to 9. Attack, some crit, some HP, sounds fine for burst comps. Skill cap, that's fine. Light attack, might want to replace this with another supplemented damage. Moving on, we have Florence. And she's another one of those units that are just ultra broken. Mostly just for the first skill. Sure, it consumes 40% HP, but this is a 1-turn assassin. And that's one with pretty high stats too. Yeah, her EMPs are really bad. Some defense, some HP, a little bit of crit. Her EMPs really suck. Don't even know what else to put in here, I guess just attack and HP, it's more than enough, but she will need an earring. Next up we've got Makura. She gains double strike and extra damage. She's been a lot of fun to play around with. And I think I might want to slaughter in for this unit and fight as well. No real need for the triple attacks, just attack, defense, some crit and light attack, that's maxed out. 12% skill cap, that's fine. 15% light attack though, I might want to reroll this on supplemented again. What is not escape is going to be Serial, because he brings a 10% boost to charge bars on charge attack, which is really nice. On top of the 20% here, plus heal, plus CA reactivation, debuff immunity and dispel cancel. Upon ascension, 10 hit light damage to a foe, 1 turn cap to glowing litany's cooldown. Ascension is still D4 hits though. Still, this is another one of those characters who can be a stand-in for a 4-chain comp if you don't have all 10 Eternals. If you're stuck with Relic Buster and Team-wide Ignition, you can use him and make actual use of the 10 hit light damage at the end of the chain. Let's see what's in here. Awakening 8. EMPs, defense, TA, CA cap, that's fine. CA damage healing. I think I might want some healing, but I'm not sure if I want to keep the CA damage. These should probably go to CA cap. Stamina can probably stay as stamina. Summer Horus was a complete surprise and her kit is just absolutely insane. Massive damage to a foe activates Hakum al-Sama, while the one jet is in effect activates twice. Funny thing is, Eye of One Jet is given at the battle start, so she has a 2-hit charge attack right off the bat. And if that was not enough, instant CA to all allies and 100% boost to the fitted chain bar. This might be nice with Fairy as well, maybe, so you don't have to press her nuke, you just press this one. Awakening level 9, defense got CA damage, CA cap, charge bar, debuff, success, that's fine. 12% CA cap. I would love some healing in here, but can't really do much. While counter on damage, yeah, this one can change to, I think, just elemental attack cap. She doesn't really do that many hits to justify supplemented damage. Now, for this unit and fight, sadly, there's going to be a few pretty damn big missing pieces, namely Sandalphon in here, if anything, for the 20% extra boost to skills, Cosmos for extreme dispel spam, and Christmas Seal Knot, mostly for the same reason. But outside of that single struggle, I think we might be fine. Okay, so the list of possible candidates here got pretty damn long. I guess it's time to start separating them into the proper categories. Let's start with the EX Plus ones, because these should be fairly easy. That's going to be Song and Fifth, but for this time I want to do something different. EX Plus with charge attacks and then an EX Plus with normal attacks. See if that's possible with the new Magna 3 weapons. I'm keeping Horus as the last one here just because I know she's going to make the EX Plus basically free. Okay, let's start like this. Let's start with 3 chains. I think we might go with Chrysaor just because Chrysaor also has an extra nuke on charge attack. Yeah, this looks like something I might start with. 129 might on double one long. What the hell? Summons, let's just go with whatever has the highest stats. And the problem right now is going to be to try and survive the EX plus counter attack. And honestly, this should be a pretty easy clear. Nothing to full auto, just in and go. %6 before the chain burst too. At 24.6 without the Chrysaor skill activation, without the counters. Now we can even just swap these 2 characters out, because this was a very easy clear, and repeat it. Oh, I haven't used Robomi in that much. 2%, and they even managed to proc the Abstrapste from MC. 6.3 from Robomi, while 8 million from Kumbhira. 8 clean. Oh, she doesn't charge attack. Just normal attack and a 1 million counter, because she got hit only once. 24 million at least, 6 millions from MC. Song is up to 7.5. Fine. 1.8 from 1.4 from Sarah, which is a little bit low, but Nicholas went up to 8 million with the extra nuke. That's quite a bit of damage right there. Funny thing, they still cleared. Well, that's still 6.2 millions, that's not that bad. This is honestly going to clear extremely easy. We're down to 17% before every single nuke still has to go off. Yeah, that's 24 million, that's 6.1 from MC, 6.5 from Song, 6.1 from Naru, and 5.4 from Prisha. But here's the thing, these characters can still deal a ton of damage, even if you move them down like this. Maybe something like this would be better with a Manadiver MC, dealing more damage compared to a Chrysaor. Too bad some characters are actually at risk of dying. But this is 4.8 from Prisha without charge attack. Okay, that's the Abstrapste. And of course she has to die. Damn it. Let's see if Sturm maybe can manage to survive. No, there we go. She goes up to 4 million damage with the skills. A little bit lower compared to Prisha, so if you were here for the Final Fantasy XI collab, you might want to use her in her stead. Now Horus has a little bit of a problem when it comes to this. Horus makes a 2-chain go up to a 3-chain. That is a crap ton of damage. This is definitely overkill. This is way too overkill. And the 3-chain is also going to slow things down. She's great, mind you. If you're struggling with anything, she's great. The amount of damage she brings is absolutely insane. But at the same time, for this sort of comps, this is a bit too much. It's one of those things you'd never actually believe that can happen, the character dealing too much damage. But apparently that's the case. Highest damage so far have been... Oh, Song of course has got to be in. Highest damages so far have been from Vira, Kumbhira, and Nicholas. But I think if I just replace her with Vira, I can keep I can keep Narmea up and keep these as a 2-chain. Yes, we have the abstract step, we have the counter, and we have Narmea's skill. We don't even have Narmea's skill. 2-chain already overkill. This is actually insane. This is really insane to think about. We used to struggle with this. Now 2-chain already does too much damage. Still, that's comp number 1. I guess we can try something for 0-chain? Maybe? 0-chain means we can give up on Song and try some of these characters instead. Okay, these two have to go. We're not doing charge attacks anymore, these two can go. Replaced with... Alright, we have the Katana with multi-attack, that's going to be helpful. I guess we can use 2. Either 2 of these or something with extra crit. What do I replace Chrysaor with? Let's see. Oh, right, there's also... well, probably Manadiver. But there's also one weapon that I've gotten and I've never actually tried using. Which is this one. MC, upon using a damage skill, supplement all allied skill damage stackable. We are not doing this. Main weapon boost to attack, boost to skill cap, boost to all allies damage cap, another 10%. But we already have a ton of damage cap from the new guns already. So might not want to try with Luchador. Okay, cool, actually not that far away from getting a Concordia MK2. That's likely going to be an evening of grinding, that should be easy enough. But let's just try it with this for now. Okay, halfway there. People were almost dying. Why did the Manatura not proc? Oh, crests. Okay, that's why. If I want to run Manadiver, this thing has to get stoned. And that's not happening. So what else can we do here? Something with guaranteed triple attacks. Yeah, 1.3, that looks a lot better already. Their nukes didn't seem to do much. 19 million, with 4 million from MC, 7 from Albert. That's better. They're not dying, that's great. Close. 17%. %, damn, we're getting really close. And I must admit, the 1 million autos are looking really nice, considering we have 0 buffs and 0 debuffs on. 22 millions. 4.6, 4.6, close to the numbers. 5.5 from them, with Storm jumping at 7.6. Or maybe not. Oh, 3%! 3%! Alright, looks like after a little bit of experimentation, we're back with Viking here. Sturm and Prish had to be swapped around, so Sturm can inflict the defense down before Precious goes on with her nukes. But this now looks stable. Auxiliary weapon on the Viking doesn't matter. this now looks stable, and it's really, really funny. Even with some missing counters. There is one clear. That's 6 millions from MC, 6.1. That's 4.5 from Grandjan. She's not really moving from there. 7.5 from Stam and 6 millions from Prish. That's because of a missed counter too. Can keep repeating this over and over again. I think I'm at the 7th or 8th time, and it looks to be fine. They keep clearing. Honestly crazy that like Magna has access to 0 button, 0 chain, even if it does take 2 pretty fat summons. But at the same time, this is just so much fun. God, the next unit fight is going to be so crazy. Alright, where did we leave things? Nightmare 95s. Let's see who's available for Nightmare 95s. Twayen, almost definitely. She's got a very nice flurry and echo on the first skill, so even for just 1 button, that's going to be a ton of damage. Very probably, but mostly if you don't have the other heavy hitters like Nehan and Mugen. Lucio, I'm not sure. Nightmare 95s is usually just a 1-turn clear, so Lucio strikes me more as a Nightmare 150 and Nightmare 200 character. Vira brings attack buff and guaranteed triple attack, might be nice. Geisenberger might be difficult to use because he needs to come in from the backline, so maybe just wait to use him in the 150s and 200s. Kumbhira might be a thing with the crit, keen, normal attack amplified, if you don't have Song 150. Al and Mal in the backline. Grandjan, I think she might start falling off for this, so Gawain might be interesting for the Enmity and Double Strike. Again, Nehan less comms. Nehan of course has to be in. If you have him, you use him. YZahlhamelina stands in as a substitute for YNaru. Lunalu maybe later. YNaru for charge attack comms. Prish for charge attack comms. Summer Storm was a little bit surprising for the OTK. Maybe she can do something for the 95s as well. And then we have YNaru and Florence. Florence is a manual character since she needs 1 click on MC, but we'll have to wait and see. Who else do we have next? Of course, we've got Makura and Summer Horus for charge attack comps. Vira, Horus and a +1 for charge attack might also be pretty interesting. Maybe someone like Yucatan Armea. Slot these 3 in with a Chrysaor MC and see how much damage they can do. So, one thing I want to see is whether this thing with 3 Cheetos and 3 guns at 99% crit actually does something similar, better or worse compared to just 5 guns plus whatever else. Only thing, this one needs to be replaced with the Echo one. When it comes to bullets, it's just triple Zeus point, triple full metal jacket. Again, Belial, Babs, Super Ultimate Bahamut bullets, a little bit too much grind for me. Okay, 4.4 millions and 4.5 from this. No, he didn't take damage, so he didn't cast his skill, that dodged. Let's see, this one is the 191 millions, just 148 from MC. So let's swap these things out for even more guns, and for the last slot, let's put in the Dagger here. Sadly, it's currently impossible to reach the 280% from this, since we get 100% from the 5 guns and 170 from Lumiera to 50. So sadly, without that standalone backline, we'll be off some boost to light attack. On the bright side, we still get the boost to normal cap as well as the 35% might. Okay, how much do we get here? 300% Magna Might, 75 and 32 EX and Special, 100% boost to Exalter, 20% boost to damage cap, 15% boost to normal damage cap, and 9.5% damage cap penetration. Okay, let's see, we were at 191 millions.
Mugen, 何する? Nehan. みんな Nehan 薬作る? いいからお前は戦いに集中していろ. びっくりワクワク.
それそれはそれそれは
Okay, I'm not seeing that much of an apparent difference. 190.8. That's basically the same amount of damage. Hell, it's a little bit lower, almost 1 million lower. Another thing we could do would be to replace this one with the Fire Harp, but this one is still under grind. It's not going to take that long though. Maybe like one day in the sandbox mines, and this one should be done too. So hopefully these 191 and 190 millions are going to go up for the in time for the Nightmare 95s. They should just be something like this. You can really feel the lack of the assassin from Florence. Oh god, Song triple attacking feels so damn good. Okay, 141 millions. That's still a clear. We should be in the 131 to 135 millions to be safe for a Nightmare 95 OTK, so 141, already past that. Now I guess we go back to the triple crit and see how things change. And we're back up to 138, a little bit lower compared to the 5 guns. So I think for Song, that 5 guns, that extra cap, and especially the Cosmos Dagger, might actually be doing a lot. Like 134, 137, this one was 138, depending on counters and multi-attacks from Nehan, because that too deals around 1 extra million damage. It's funny that there's triple attacks from everyone with a single exception here. We're down to 120, but with one counter, because we will be triggering the boss's special attacks, that is likely going to lead us to killing it in one turn. Let's see, 49.3, same, 45.2, little bit higher, not by much. 22.8, 3.6 damage, checks. Now let's try the other one, but this time we'll have to go down to 2 guns, because we'll still need triple Cheeto for the 99% crit, because this is another 20% less skill values. This is not going to be 99, this is going to be 93% crit, which is likely going to put some RNG into this. Yes, again, it might be 120 millions, but we're missing the counters and we're missing the skill damage at the end of the turn. Didn't see that many missed crits, and damage is still 120 millions. 48.9, a little bit lower from MC, 44.9, 22.9, a little bit higher for Mugen, and 4.7 due to the multi-attack and counter. I think I saw a counter there. Still not that much changed.
Nehan,
1.69, just a little bit lower compared to the 5 guns as well. But this time it might really just be due to the lack of the Cosmos Dagger. Yep, 119, 50 millions with a counter that dealt about 1.6 more, so it checks with the others. 44.7, 21, even a little bit lower, and 2.3 because he didn't counter, no multi-attack. So looks like 5 guns plus the Cosmos Dagger is the winner here. And honestly, kind of glad to see it, because I didn't want to farm this thing for nothing. There we go. This seems to be the grid, this seems to be the team if I want to full auto it. Another couple of things I'm going to have to do before the Uritan fight begins is to start transcending the primal Dark Opus, because I don't want to switch the key every time on the one I have. And if I can, maybe try and awaken the Concordia. Hey, 127, that's still fairly close. 126. Let's see if you can try and break the 100 millions with the double charge attack from the Dark Opus. A lot more mods, a lot more HP, as well as the Celestial here bringing an even further boost to damage cap and CA cap. We're up to 55%. Now hopefully this breaks the 90 millions. Million extension and Abstract there. And we're up to 100. Again, it's going to be a little bit unlikely that they're going to be able to take down the the Nightman 95s like this, but still, it's a little bit of a fun comp, even though it's likely not going to work. I was mostly just curious to see how they would do. Alright then, I guess that's going to be it for me for the moment. As always, thanks a lot for watching, good luck with your fight, and see you around soon. Ciao!